Have you ever looked at a beautiful portrait you just took, only to find it's just a little bit blurry, not quite as sharp as you hoped? It is a common frustration for many photographers, especially when trying to capture a loved one perfectly. Yes, shutter speed absolutely plays a crucial role in preventing blurry portrait photos. It is one of your camera's most powerful tools for ensuring sharpness, particularly when dealing with movement. The core reason is simple. Shutter speed controls how long your camera's sensor is exposed to light, which directly impacts how motion is recorded. A fast shutter speed opens and closes quickly, effectively freezing any movement of your subject or your camera. If your shutter stays open for too long, even tiny movements, like a blink or a slight sway, will register as blur. For a crisp portrait, you need to capture a very brief moment in time to ensure every detail is sharp. To practically use this, you will generally want to use a shutter speed that is fast enough to freeze your subject. For a relatively still person, a shutter speed of 1/125th of a second or faster is often a good starting point. If you are photographing children, pets, or someone actively moving, you will want to push that speed even higher, perhaps to 1/500th of a second or even 1,000th of a second to guarantee sharpness. Remember to adjust your aperture and ISO to maintain proper exposure as you increase your shutter speed. A good rule of thumb for hand-holding your camera without introducing camera shake blur is the reciprocal rule. This suggests your shutter speed should be at least 1 over your focal length. For instance, if you are using a 50mm lens, aim for a shutter speed of at least 1/50th of a second. However, for portraits, especially with people who might shift slightly, always try to go faster if your light conditions allow, giving you that extra margin for a super sharp image. By consciously choosing an appropriate shutter speed, you gain immense control over the clarity of your portraits. Mastering this setting allows you to confidently capture sharp, professional-looking images of your subjects, eliminating frustrating blur and bringing out all the wonderful details in their expressions.